Hello, welcome to Đông Nai Radio and Television Station. Here comes the news today. Entering August, the export prices of rice in Thailand and India both increased. However, Vietnam is the country seeing bright colors in rice exports. According to rice experts, with increasing rice export volume and value, Vietnam will pass Thailand to become the world's largest rice exporter this year. The current matter is to build and solidify the Vietnamese rice brand in the market. In early August this year, the EU-Vietnam Free Trade Agreement (EVFTA) officially took effect. This is a door that opens up many opportunities for Vietnamese enterprises to export to the EU market. Accordingly, Vietnam's rice products will be exempt from export tariffs to the EU, in which 80,000 tons of rice will enjoy tax incentives. Many opportunities are opening up to Vietnamese rice. The problem is that local authorities need to have policies to support the connection between enterprises and farmers, creating a well-known rice region on the world map. Many large commercial banks have just continued to adjust and lower deposit rates at terms in an effort to overcome the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. In the latest interest rate schedule, Vietcombank has adjusted the deposit rate for 1 to 2 months at term to only 3.5% per year from 3.7% per year at the beginning of August. 1 to 2 month term is applied by Agribank, BIDV and Vietinbank after reducing adjustments. In other terms, each bank has a different adjustment. The trend of reducing deposit rates has been applied by banks recently in the context of low credit growth under the impact of COVID-19. The ability of enterprises to absorb capital and the economy is still low. The liquidity of abundant banking system. Da Nang Lung Hospital in the morning of August the 10th announced the cure for 4 patients, 441, 442, 423 and 424. These are 4 patients discharged from the hospital in the first turn since Da Nang recorded the second case of COVID-19 at the end of July. They will continue to be on quarantine for the full 14 days at home, in which 3 patients from Da Nang and 1 patient from Quảng Ngãi. Da Nang currently treats 242 patients with COVID-19. Up to now, many patients have been negative from 1 to 4 times. Several countries issued a joint statement on the Hong Kong issue after Hong Kong police arrested Jimmy Lai, the owner of Apple Daily and Next Magazine, 2 newspapers that routinely criticize China with allegations of collusion with foreign countries and cheats. U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo and his counterparts from Australia, Canada, New Zealand and the UK issued a joint statement condemning the new security law that China enacted against Hong Kong as a violation of the freedoms of this special administration zone. In response, China denounced the above countries for internal interference in this country. The statement by the Chinese embassy in Canada emphasized that the postponement of the Hong Kong election is due to public health precautions amid the outbreak of COVID-19, while the recently enacted Security Act will address security loopholes in Hong Kong, which could endanger the long-term peace and security of the region. U.S. President Donald Trump was abruptly taken out of the White House briefing room on Monday because of a nearby shooting. President Trump was escorted by secret forces from the White House press conference while giving a speech. In addition, Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin and Director of the Office of Management and Budget Russ Wolf were also taken out of the press conference room. A few minutes later, President Trump returned to the conference room. He said a suspect was shot by security forces, but he did not know the identity and motive of this person. The shooting outside the White House was now under control, but part of the surrounding roads was blocked, according to AFP. Police and vehicles appear on the 17th Street and Pennsylvania Avenue. That's all for the news today. Thank you for joining us and goodbye.